Days of Our Lives Monday, July 8 update. Jada's disquisition goes wild. EJ's vengeance plan. Stefan fears the worst. Connie targets alternate victim. Which Salamite is in grave danger? Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives Monday, July 8 update. Jada's disquisition goes wild. EJ's vengeance plan. Stefan fears the worst. Days of Our Lives spoilers update for Monday, July 8, reveals that Nicole DeMuro will need further information now that Gaby Hernandez de Mera is claiming Eric Brady is Jude Brady's biopater. Nicole will wonder why Gaby believes that, so Gaby will presumably admit Stefan de Mera set up the inheritable report in the safe. That gave Stefan some influence he could use to move EJ de Mera to score Gaby's freedom. Still, Gaby doesn't feel like she owes EJ any fidelity now, especially not when Eric is being burgled of his son. After Gaby reiterates that EJ has been hiding Jude's true maternity, Nicole will defy him and push for a concession. It looks like EJ will eventually come clean and try to explain his conduct, but Nicole will physically shove him and presumably leave her hubby on the spot. Of course, Nicole will realize she needs to bolt it to the field before Eric gets on an aeroplane headed for Paris. Days spoilers say Nicole will pack Jude up and take him with her, so that'll set the stage for a sincere family reunion soon. While Nicole tracks Eric down to give him the big news, EJ will return home and drink alone. As EJ seethes over Gaby's conduct, he'll throw his glass in fury and cry at the top of his lungs. Days spoilers indicate that EJ will make a revengeful pledge on Monday's Days of Our Lives occasion. Both Gaby and Stefan are going to pay if EJ has anything to say about it. As for Stefan, he'll lash out at Gaby and demand to know what she was allowing. Stefan allowed he got through to Gaby and induced her to keep her mouth shut, but he was obviously wrong about that. Now Stefan will fret over EJ's vengeance and the possibility that Gaby could be ripped down from him again. At Bayview, Robert, Bobby, Steen aka Everett Lynch will give Jada Hunter updates on what he knows about Lai Shin's case. Jada will argue that it's formerly been answered, but Bobby will contend the Salem PD got it wrong again. Days observers know Lai's killer wasn't Gil Carter like Raf Hernandez, and so numerous others assume. It was actually Connie Valinsky, so more will be revealed about her messy motives soon. As for Bobby, will the flashback seeing Connie go inside Lai's apartment? Will Bobby be suitable to identify Connie, or will he just describe the woman he saw? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Connie will do whatever she can to stay out of captivity. So stick with us for further prognostications on any drastic moves she might make. Days of Our Lives spoilers Connie targets alternate victim. Which Salamite is in grave danger? Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that numerous suckers were caught off guard when the show proved Connie Valinsky was responsible for Lai Shin's demise. Connie was in Liz's apartment that night and eventually picked him in the reverse, so that flashback scene brought relatively a twist. It's clear that Connie's able of truly horrible effects when she's pushed to her limit. Connie is also determined to keep herself out of Statesville, so that could be her motive when she strikes again during the week of July 8 to 12. Days spoilers say a killer will compass someone additional's grim fate, so that clearly makes it sound like Connie will be over to no good. Will Connie target as her alternate victim? Which Salamite is in grave peril, and why? Days will have to answer those questions as this plot heats up, but we can suppose of one reason why Connie might be willing to do commodity this minimum. Connie might feel the need to silence someone who knows too important, and that someone could be Jada Hunter, formerly Robert. Bobby, Steen aka Everett Lynch, reveals a shocking story from the night Lai was taken out. Of course, Jada may struggle to figure out what's true and what's just coming from Bobby's meddled up mind. Bobby isn't indeed real since Everett is an internal case at Bayview, so he's not the most dependable substantiation then. Indeed so, Jada may suppose there could be some verity to what Bobby's byword, especially if he offers up some specifics about the case that were in public news. Days spoilers say Bobby will keep toying with Jada, since he'll be enjoying all the fun and games. Jada, on the other hand, will give Bobby in claim as she tries to get all the necessary mystification pieces. At some point, Jada could realize Bobby suspects Connie is the male factor, so she might ask some questions and try to gauge Connie's response. That could warn Connie to trouble and move her that Jada is a problem that must be dealt with, especially before she tells Rafe Hernandez anything important. Also again, Connie could target someone differently who gets in her way, or indeed someone who rejects her like Lai did. No matter how this plays out, Connie will prove she's still a serious trouble. Days of Our Lives spoilers allude that Connie will be fortified and dangerous on July 12th, so stick with us for further prognostications on her coming victim and updates on whether she'll do any real damage. Days of Our Lives spoilers appearances and goings, sad exit and new returns. Derek Yates joins Days of Our Lives as Carrie. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that we have got some appearances and goings news to pass on. So let's talk about what's ahead in Salem. For starters, Matthew Ashford will duplication his part as Jack Devereaux, who will face some updates that catch him off guard. Days of Our Lives suckers know Chad Murrow wants to disinter Abigail Demares, last played by Marcy Miller, body, and get some answers about whether she was really the bone they buried. Still, Days spoilers say Jack will originally have a big problem with the idea of disturbing his son's grave. Although Jack will lash out at Chad, he'll change his tune once Chad explains Clyde Weston's claims and shows Jack the videotape of the real woman. Both Chad and Jack will be floored once they get a peep inside Abigail's pall, which will presumably be empty when the time comes. Meanwhile, Remington Hoffman will make further appearances as Lai Shin in flashback form, and David Lee will return for Gil Carter flashbacks as well. Now that Days has revealed Connie Valinsky as the bone who took Lai out, they'll sluggishly unravel further about her motives and the details of Lai's final night alive. Other Days spoilers say a new face will make his Days of Our Lives debut. Look for Derek Yates to portray a hunk named Carrie in some sizzling scenes with Leo Stark. There's no evidence on Carrie's last name just yet, but we wouldn't be surprised if it's Weaver. Carrie Weaver was an ER character, so they may keep that joke going now that they have introduced Sadir, Mark Green, and conceded his own ER connection. Leo needs to get out of his lonely pattern and find some tone confidence again, so our prognostications suggest Carrie will be part of his trouble to do that. We should also talk about Bill Hayes' final occasion as Doug Williams, which will state on July 11. At the Horton house, Doug will partake some sincere moments with Julie Williams, so observers won't want to miss this chance to say goodbye. Days of Our Lives spoilers point to Julie and Doug expressing their enduring love after all these awful times together, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.